How Biden could give everyone Medicare on his own. Okay, he won't, but the creative application of existing laws that would allow it reflects exactly how a Biden administration needs to be thinking. I don't expect Joe Biden to use his power on inauguration day to instantly turn the United States into a single-payer country, but there's nothing in the law that would appear to prevent him from doing it. This is the larger point. The United States Code, like, can you imagine if Democrats operated in the same way that Republicans do, where Republicans have been chipping away at like congressional power and expanding the power of the presidency, and Democrats have as well, but not as significantly as Republicans have. Or whenever they use like precedent from like 1878, you know what I mean? To be like, well, it's justifiable to throw every black rioter in prison because of a law that we found in the books, in the history books, that says that in 1874, every black rioter was thrown in jail, not the white ones. You know what I mean? Like they do shit like that all the time. So imagine if Democrats operated in the same way, but to like, instead of using that to like, I don't know, squash labor union uprisings or something, or like make it so that it's illegal to say that you think Palestinians are human beings, or just any number of things that like Republicans use to like do their own bidding for their own people. Imagine if Democrats expanded on pre-existing precedent in a similar capacity to give people health care. They have the right to do so. The primary pilot program in Section 1881A is the Libby, Montana program. So this establishes the optional pilot programs to any area subject of a public health emergency declaration. Now, this happened because of I think it was like a mining town. And if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let's look at it real quick. Okay, there's an environmental health hazard spreading through the entire country right now. Using Section 1881A, the incoming Biden administration can give all 11 million people infected with COVID, and if they want to be really aggressive, all Americans who have tested positive for COVID, the option of free Medicare coverage immediately. They could literally do it indefinitely as well, by the way. Okay? Max Baucus hailed from Montana, played no small part in creating Medicare for all Libyans, but the subject principle was solid. Here's what it is. I'll describe to you what it is. So there's Libby, Montana, population 2,628, share something in common with the rest of the developed world, but not their compatriots in the United States. They all have access to a single-payer Medicare for all system. As part of the ACA, the residents of Libby who were exposed to hazardous airborne asbestos from a vermiculite mine owned by W.R. Grace Company were made eligible for Medicare for free at the discretion of the Social Security Administration and Department of Health and Human Services. And it was literally codified in Section 1881A of the Social Security Act. The language of the statute refers to any individual subject to an environmental exposure, though it was well understood at the time that this was about Libby. So technically, this already exists in the law. It would just be an expansion of this pre-existing. No, it's not from 1881, guys. It's recent. But you could declare COVID a environmental emergency, as it is an environmental hazardous emergency, a matter of public health, and literally say every single person, it's not Medicare in 1881. Guys, this is a recent... Bro, this is not from 1881. Are you fucking stupid? This is from... What year is this from? I don't even know exactly what year it's from. It's literally from... Oh, it's from 2009, maybe? I don't know exactly. Yeah, Libby was in a huge health crisis because of asbestos mining. No. Hold on. I'll just tell you exactly when it's from. It's in 2011. Or in 2009, I guess. Sorry. Yeah. Immediate rollout Don't have to wait for fucking 2014. No 10-year rollout. Immediate. You immediately, they offered Medicare for all. That's why it's not Medicaid for all at the time, because it precedes. Well, I guess it doesn't. It's like literally around the same time, but 2009. Yeah. The 1881A is just the 1881 Amendment of the Social Security Act. It has nothing to do with that
I'm
date.
guessing it is in fact gay when a man tabletops.
Anyway, it's from 2009, where this mining town by the name of Libby, I guess administrators and executives openly admitted that there was a lot of asbestos poisoning, and virtually every single person that lives there was poisoned as a consequence of that. So in order to treat these people, they decided to expand Medicare to all of them unconditionally and immediately. Okay? And this is technically an environmental hazard in a similar capacity, of larger magnitude than asbestos poisoning all around the country. So you could technically use COVID as in a similar way to expand Medicare to every single person that's got COVID. And that's, I think, what Bernie Sanders is talking to Joe Biden about. Imagine doing that in Flint, by the way. I mean, ex-Governor Snyder gets prosecuted. That establishes that there was criminal wrongdoing. There was criminal misconduct. There was criminal negligence. That is an instance of environmental racism. Imagine if every single person in fucking Flint, Michigan gets free healthcare unconditionally with an expansion of Medicare. This is real. This is a real legislative agenda item that David Dayen fucking mapped out. And I think Bernie Sanders is talking to Joe Biden about this specifically. The chagrin of Republicans and Democratic Socialists will play a central role. The mining company told their people it was safe to eat and insulated their houses, put it in their gardens. Basically, the town was told it was a miracle product and they should use it for everything. This is my first stream and I feel dumb to be here. Don't worry, brother. You will learn about this stuff slowly but surely. Libby, Montana is 94% white according to census data. Is why not in Flint? Okay, but like them being white, it doesn't change the fucking reality that 94% white town was fucking poisoned by asbestos. Like, yeah, we say this about Flint, Michigan, except there are white ass areas in western Pennsylvania that are literally red as fuck. They're not only white as fuck, but they're also Republican and reactionary as fuck. And guess what? Their level of lead poisoning is similar to fucking Flint, Michigan, too. So that doesn't change that reality. I know that that's like, it provides you a moment of solace to understand what's going on there. But like, white people do get fucking shafted under our current administration and under our current order of business. That's just the reality. White supremacists are too stupid to recognize that because they advocate for the status quo as long as it harms black people more than it harms white people because they don't recognize that they're being harmed by it as well.